Tour de France teams arrived in the small eastern French town of La Tour-du-Pin, having been given the all clear after a round of coronavirus tests. It was a tense wait. Last week, several cases were detected, and 2 positive tests in any one team would have led to its disqualification. After a training session, race leader PRIMOZ ROGLIC said the results were a relief.
Yeah, they said that we all have a negative test, so really happy that we have 1 more week of racing here.
The COVID pandemic has forced tour organisers to impose new rules on the race. Teams are regularly tested and kept apart. Cities and towns on the 3-week route have had to adapt.
We had planned an open fan zone for the public to see the start of the race, but the health crisis meant we had to reduce the number of people on the site. Then last week, the Isère region was declared a COVID red zone, so we had to change again and cancel some events in town.
A few kilometres away, fans gathered, but far fewer than in previous years.
It's different. This year you can't get near the riders at the start or the finish. Also, it's September, not July, so there are fewer fans. Schools are back. It's definitely not the atmosphere of previous years.
COVID is a shame, but we wanted to come here as we are fans of the Tour.
Across the country, COVID infections are rising. Last week, there were more than 10,000 new cases in one day. New restrictions have been imposed in some cities, including Marseille, where doctors say intensive care units are nearly full. Staging the Tour de France during a pandemic is certainly controversial. Some say it is unnecessary and irresponsible, but the French government says that traditional events like this one offer people hope, and the life in France must continue as normally as possible. That will be the French President Emmanuel Macron's message when he visits the race Wednesday. If all 22 teams reach the finish line in Paris Sunday without a last-minute health scare, the Tour will be widely regarded as a success, even though the precariousness of this year's race has served to highlight the gravity of France's health crisis. Natacha Butler, Al Jazeera, Villard-de-Lans, France.